Greetings, everyone. I am happy to welcome you to a moment with Sister Prisca. I believe you are doing well in your different places of work, in your family, and in your daily endeavors. Today, I am going to talk about something that steals our attention. I captioned it How Technology Steals Our Attention. I am glad you are here using the technology to listen to me. But there is something you have to understand about what I'm going to say. When you overuse something, it will affect you negatively. It's something that requires our own prudent measure of using things. Overuse of a particular tool, especially in this our modern age, affects every single act of our own daily self. It affects us, something that quietly and almost invisibly steal our peace, our attention, our focus in the real life. And how would you think that misuse of a particular thing can affect you? Let's take it in form of food. When you overfeed yourself, you always have problem with your health. That is the reason if you know how to use something in its rightful method, in its desired quantity and measurements, you will be safe. And now I am talking about technology. Yes, every one of us is making use of technology. It could be your cell phone, it could be your computer, it could be anything, so long as it's a social device that connects you to people, that connects you to the world. We are in the technology age, and none of us is exempted to make use of this tool. But what I'm talking about is that overuse of a particular thing that may lead to the detriment of every one of us is not good. That is where our focus, our attention, our productivity rate, our health is being affected. Now, I want to share something very personal to you. Some day ago, I was intentionally trying to do something. I had some things to write. There were some inspirational thoughts that came my mind. I picked my paper to write those inspirations. All of a sudden, a call came in. I decided to pick that call. And in the process of answering those calls, the ideas that were flowing, I got lost. I mixed them just because I allowed the incoming call to affect me, to distract me. Wrong use of technology affects us in the negative way. It can lead someone to addiction when you don't know how to make use of technology. That is the reason you find some persons from morning till evening, they are always connected to the social media. And in that way, it affects their connection, their relationship with people. They now become addictive to all those things. And in the end of the day, they isolate themselves with the instruments they use their money to acquire or to buy. What I want us to know is that we need to be careful about how we use the technology we have at hand. The social media, the internet world has given us a lot of tools that can help us to better ourselves. If we make good use of them, it will help us to be more productive. It will educate our mind. It will help us to become more productive and more prepared in everything we are doing. time ago, before somebody can go for a research work, you need to find yourself in a in the library, going researching for books. But thanks to technology, we can access every information through our phone, through our computer, or every other means that technology has provided for us. There are a lot of things we can learn from the social media. There are a lot of things, the tools that technology has provided for us can help us. Even in our health, even in making bookings, they're either traveling or anything. Technology has eased our life. But when we do not know how to make good use of it, we fall prey to those things. And it is not good. It will affect our health, our relationship with other person. And at the end of the day, we get lost. We lose focus. Our productivity rate begins to diminish. That is not good. We have to learn how to make good use of things. We know we should learn how to say stop at a particular time. When you use something, always remember that there are times you need to turn your devices off. You can put them into silent mode when you have some things doing. You can even put them in aeroplane mode so that it will not distract you when you are doing important things. When you want to study or you are doing something that requires so much of your attention, don't allow your devices to distract you. Put off the notification so that every notification of messages that arrive in our phone or in our computer or other devices that we make use of do not distract our attention. The social media, the internet has made it easy for us, both travelers. Take, for instance, you are going to an unknown place and you make use of your Google map to trace your way. And instead of you concentrating, listening to the voice that directs you where to turn, where to stop, and how to go, it also informs you about other control devices that are on the way. And distractedly, you engage yourself in phone call. Easily, you may not be able to know when the device tells you, make a stop or slow down, you are moving above the speed rate that has been permitted. You find yourself going to a place just because you have lost your focus. You find yourself in an unknown place and you begin to shine your eyes, asking, how did I get here? This is what distraction can cause you. This is what lack of focus can lead you to. Technology is very good. It is very helpful if you know how to use it. For this reason, before you embark in using technology, try to make someone who will educate you, who will advise and train you on how to use them. But if you don't know how to use it, with your finger, you can press something that will lead you into trouble and you will now begin to face the consequences. Always remember that in the use of technology, there are terms and conditions. All those things, there are places it will ask you. Read the terms and conditions before you click yes to move forward. But when we are in a haste, when we hurry just because we want to get to the end of what we want, and we continue to press whatever comes up, we will distractedly pray something that at the end may put us into danger. That is why you need to be attentive. You need to focus. You need to ask, read very well before you say or click something. Yes, many of us with the use of technology now do shopping online. You don't need to go about in the supermarket or in the stores looking for a particular thing. Just browse them and you can order and pay. It will get to your home. But when you don't know or listen to other things, important information, easily scammers may try to activate a particular application on your phone and you will follow that. At the end of the day, you get scammed. This requires your attention while making use of technology. And for this reason, when you do not know something, always make inquiry. Ask somebody who knows. It is not something that you will say you want to share yourself away just because you wouldn't want to disturb other person. No, you have to open your eyes. You have to call somebody who understands better than you do to be able to help you out. Internet, the technology has even made it easier for us, even making use of dictionaries or translators, so that even in our own languages, the language we understand, we'll be able to listen to the audio voices, to the things that it says, so that it will be able to guide us or even provide us with a solution of the things we're in search of, making it easy for us to get a translation without making too much a mistake. But sometimes we might be getting the correct information, but out of distraction, we'll follow a wrong advice. That is the reason when you are making use of technology, you must be alert. You must be intelligent. You must be smart to follow every instruction. And before you confirm anything, go back, read the instruction, and be able to follow what the technology is telling you. Many times we may be in need of silence. We may be in need of staying on our own. But when we do not know how to make use of technology, it may affect our own way of doing things. We may get lost. It's just like somebody finding yourself in a swimming pool and you do not know how to swim. It's like somebody crossing a river that you do not know its depth. Technology is very good, but if you don't know how to use it, you fall into trouble. That's the reason you need at least a basic education before you know how to make use of it. In as much as those things or those instruments or those tools are now at our own getting, at our own reach, we have to allow somebody who knows how to use them to be able to educate us and to help us know how better to apply those things. Else, we become praise of those things. We become and we fall into those dangers. And whom are we going to blame? It is not the social media. It is not the internet world because they have done the best they can in order to move you out of your ignorant life, to make you at least educated, to bring you up to a standard where you can reason as a human, where you can reason with other persons, where it will be easy for you to reach out to the world because the technology is helping to bridge the gap, to bridge the differences, to bring everyone together. The technology is the global village where everyone can reconnect and connect together and benefit what the technology, what the society is offering us. And as we live in this era of screen that reflects our reality, the internet and the device may take away our life communication, our going presently to visit other persons. Let me give you an instance. In the olden days or before the advent of the internet and the social media, most times we find it more easy to visit friends, to visit our relatives, to travel to many places, either to visit, to have that human feel with other person. We concentrate to do things. When we want to cook and we do not know how to get the ingredients or how to prepare them, we go to somebody who already knows, and the person will explain to us step by step on how to do those things. But now, with the advent of technology, we can make use of our devices, even to reach out to someone who is very far away from us, even a different continent. And it makes it easy for us to see from a distance. But the wrong use of technology may take away that affection, that closeness, that oneness with others. The technology will help you to get the basic things, but don't allow it to take the essential things in your life. For example, visiting your friends and relatives. Don't always say, yes, we can chat, we can speak over the phone, we can connect through WhatsApp, we can connect through the Zoom or any other social media handle in order to see from afar. But always remember that close contact is always good. It is healthy. It is something every one of us need in order to maintain that equilibrium. If you think that the social media is not getting it right, it cannot do everything for you. You just have to know where to apply it, how to apply it, at what time to apply it. Always learn that there is a good measure to everything we are doing. Don't overuse something. Don't abuse the privilege that is given to you. Else, it's like someone who gets drunk and forgets his route, where he started his journey. Always know that you need to apply prudence in whatever you're doing, especially in making use of technology. You cannot do your job effectively if you do not know how to make use of technology. You cannot make fast research and get your work done easily without the use of the technology. These are the positive things you need to do. You need to get, because the technology has helped to easy our life. But when we don't know how, where, and in what way to apply them, we forfeit it, and it is not good. It is not good for any of us, and we will not be able to enjoy life because we got it wrong when we're supposed to get things right. Before, it's always good and very friendly when we touch books, we read them. We have the feel that our hands scroll the pages of a book when we want to read. But just only with a click on your phone or in your computer, the books are there, the e-copy are there for you to read and even underline them if you know how to make good use of it. But always remember to go back to make use of the printed copies. There is always a feel when you make use of the old copies. And if you think that you have to leave everything always on the digital, remember when your device begins to develop a problem, all those things will now get to, will not get to your own access. Always remember that whatever you do with your technology, you have a printed or a hard copy of it, so that when you do not have access to technology, you will be able to have at least something, a backup. That's the reason most of the researchers, most students or people, when they finish making their research work or they do things, they bring them out so that they will have something at hand that they will be able to use for immediate consumption. Don't allow over information around the technology, around the social media world to distract you. Many times you may have the intention just only to do something, either to read or to do your work or even to browse something very new to you. But just because of the over information popping up on your phone or in your device, or even out of your own personal curiosity, you now begin to read every information just because you're being attracted to read. And mind you, you may spend in the whole of your day reading information that has no importance to you, and you will end up not even achieving a single thing that same day, and the time is already gone. What would you do? You have to know how and when to use a particular thing and in what way to use them. The solution or the problem does not lie in what we use, it lies on the decision we make. Sometimes we need to turn up our devices, remove all possible distraction, and get on with the essential things of life. Unfortunately, we allow the technology to control us. We allow it to decide for us. That is a problem disattention causes. And this deepens our own immediate health. It affects us in our focus and even in the results of the things we do. We have to be mindful. Don't allow your attention to take you away from the things where you need to focus your time. Once in a while, always experience a blackout. What do I mean by that? A blackout is sometime you have to retreat, move out of the social media world, move out of the technology, turn off your devices, your phone, your computer, whatever it is you're using, and just remain with the nature. Think, go around and see things, the beauty of creation, the beauty of our nature. Feel them. It is always different when you feel something presently than just watching them on the screen. Social media, technology, the tools it provides are very good, but when you do not know how to make use of it, it will get you into trouble. And if you don't know how to handle yourself, it may break you. The social media or the technology and its tools have been very helpful. It can teach you on what to do. It can teach you on how to prepare a meal you've never prepared before. It will guide you step by step on how to do it. Those tools can help you even to learn how to draw things. It can guide you on how to make use of it. It can help you even to do a lot of depending on what you want. The technology will guide you. But always remember, sometimes go back into the practical aspect of it. Make use of your brush, make use of your paint, make use of your pen and paper. Feel those material things in your hands because the beauty of what you see in the technology or on the screen is quite different from what you see in Israel form. Remember, when you make use of technology and its tools, always go back to the nature to feel the reality of what you have seen through the screen. Your goal must be to use your precious time to achieve the best. Your goal must be to use your time to make your productivity rate high. But always remember, need to maintain your equilibrium. You need to maintain your health. You need to know when to say no to yourself and when to say yes. Because your experience matters best. It helps you to flow where you're supposed to, and it helps you to disengage when you are about to be or to get into danger. The screen of your mobile phone or other devices may distance you from real experience of life. Don't allow it to take away your focus on the real things. Don't allow it to isolate you from your family, from your friends, or even your contact with one another. Don't allow the social media or the technology devices that you have with you to take away that feel, that human feel you have for others. Always know how to use your technology and remain focused after the use of it. Turn every device off and live your normal life. Today, many persons who have got themselves addicted to the use of this technology are now suffering a lot of health issues. And it requires a lot of studies in order to get away of bringing those people back. Always know that everything in life requires prudence. Don't be a slave to technology. Know how to use it and know when to stop using it. Learn how to program yourself. At one time in the day, you need to allow your devices to guide you and when to turn them off so that you can face the reality of life, face your family, face your work, and even allow yourself moment of rest, moment of concentration, moment of productivity. Don't allow too much time you spend on the social media to take away your moments of listening. Most times, the inspiration that you get, you need to pen them down. You need to write them down. And while you're writing, more thoughts will be flowing. But when you allow the digital world to control everything you do, if you're not careful, you may forget how to write just because your fingers are already used to typing. Your hands will just remain like this. You will not be able to write as you used to do before. Learn how to say no. Learn how to say yes when things are in its proper use. And you have to remember, in as much as the technology teaches you new things, new texts that you have to learn, always remember that your creativity comes naturally. Sometimes it may require you to even scramble some things either on the paper or depending on your area of specialty. Don't be a slave to the technology. Know when to avoid using them. It's just like someone who is in a family gathering or who is in the local. You have some issues you need to settle, or you are present or undergoing an interview. And instead of you to concentrate on the questions being asked to you, your phone will ring and you say, please, can I pick this call? Automatically, you have lost your chance of getting that job or getting what you were doing at that time wrong because improper knowledge of using things at the proper place may cost you a great deal. Learn when to use your technology, learn when to use your devices, and learn when to stop using them. Give yourself time. At what range in time should I turn on my phone to check messages? At what time should I allow myself to sleep away from using them and to face other things? Reconnect with friends, reconnect with people around you with that physical affection you have because our life is filled with human emotion. Our life is filled with realities. It is not something that we should allow to remain only on the screen. Social media, technology, technological tools are very good, especially now we are in the robot age when the artificial intelligence is helping so many. to solve too many a problem. Don't be a slave to the things that should be of help to you. Know when to use them, learn when to detach yourself from all those things. In as much as your culture may allow you to make use of them, learn how to avoid overusing things so that technology will not manipulate and steal away the joy of your human living. If you know how to make proper use of technology, you will learn a lot from it, and it will help you boost your intelligence. It will help you to achieve a great deal of success. But when you don't know how to use it, you get yourself drowned in it, and it is not good. Don't allow the wrong use of technology to write a very bad story about you. Allow those instruments to help you to easy your work, to make you become more productive. There is friends. As you make use of your devices, you make use of technology, learn the pros and cons. Learn the good aspect of it and avoid the bad aspect of it. Remember, I said technology is very good if you know how to use it. And if you don't know how to use it, ask someone who has knowledge of it to educate you. There is no shame in telling somebody, please, I don't know how to do this. And the person will guide you. It is better to be ignorance just for a while to learn something than to shy away from the reality and fall into trouble. That is my story, and that is my own suggestion to every one of you. As I'm talking to you, I'm equally talking to myself because I that is speaking with you, I am a graduate in computer science up to my master's, yes, but I know when to apply the use of technology. Be prudent, know how to use it. And when you know how to use it, you will enjoy the outcome and the result of it. If not because technology has been good, you wouldn't have been hearing my voice from the distance. That is the reason when you know how to use it, you will follow the right direction and it will teach you basic things you need to do. Tell people around you and instruct them what you have heard. Technology is good. Learn how to use it better. If you obey the rules of technology, it will help you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me. Please, if you've not yet subscribed,